Imagine a world where the very air shimmers with heat, where the sun blazes mercilessly overhead, and the ground itself radiates a searing intensity. In these sun-baked deserts, every living thing is locked in a daily battle for survival. The sand, hot enough to scorch flesh, stretches to the horizon, and water is a treasure so rare that every drop is fiercely guarded. Here the Fennec Fox, with its enormous delicate ears, dissipates heat with every heartbeat, its pale fur blending seamlessly with the dunes. The cactus, armoured in spines, hoards every precious raindrop deep within its flesh, its roots spreading wide to capture even the faintest hint of moisture. Even the smallest creatures, like the Namib Desert's fog-basking beetle, have mastered the art of survival. Climbing to the crest of a dune at dawn, it raises its body to the breeze, collecting life-giving droplets from the morning mist, a tiny marvel of adaptation. Shift now to a realm of endless winter, where the sun barely grazes the horizon and the world is locked in a deep blue twilight. Here the wind howls across the ice, slicing through fur and feather with a chill that can freeze breath in mid-air. In these polar wastelands, the emperor penguin endures months of darkness, huddling together in vast living circles, each bird taking its turn on the frigid outer edge before retreating to the warmth of the group's heart. The Arctic fox, its coat shifting from earthy brown to ghostly white, becomes invisible against the snow, a silent hunter and a wary prey. Food is scarce and every meal is hard-won. Polar bears roam the endless ice, their powerful noses detecting the faintest scent of a seal hidden beneath a meter of snow, their patience and strength the keys to survival. These are not the realms of myth, but the true frontiers of our planet, places where life has carved out a foothold against unimaginable odds. From the blistering deserts to the frozen poles, and even to the most alien of all environments, the deep-sea vents where sunlight never reaches, and the world is ruled by darkness and pressure. In these extremes, life does not merely persist, it flourishes, evolving in ways that defy belief. In the Sahara, the addax antelope wanders the dunes for months without drinking, drawing every drop of moisture from the tough desert plants it eats. In the icy waters of Antarctica, the icefish glides with blood as clear as water, lacking hemoglobin, a miraculous adaptation that allows it to survive in temperatures that would freeze most creatures solid. Descend into the abyss, where sunlight is a distant memory and the pressure would crush even the strongest steel. Here at the hydrothermal vents, life takes on forms both bizarre and beautiful. Giant tube worms, pale and sightless, cluster in towering colonies, their bodies nourished by symbiotic bacteria that transform toxic chemicals into energy, a process called chemosynthesis, utterly alien to the sunlit world above. Around them, ghostly crabs and strange fish drift in the mineral-rich waters, each one a testament to the power of adaptation. Across these extremes, animals and plants have evolved extraordinary strategies. The thorny devil lizard of Australia channels rainwater along grooves in its skin, directing every precious drop to its mouth. The tardigrade, or water bear, is the ultimate survivor, able to endure boiling, freezing, and even the vacuum of space by curling into a state of suspended animation, waiting for conditions to improve. In the abyss, the anglerfish dangles a glowing lure before its jaws, a living lantern that draws prey from the darkness. These are nature's ultimate survivors, shaped by millions of years of relentless selection. The camel's humps store fat for lean times, allowing it to cross vast waterless deserts. The snow leopard's wide, fur-covered paws act as natural snowshoes, letting it stalk prey across treacherous mountain slopes. Extremophile bacteria thrive in boiling acid pools, their cell walls armoured against heat and poison, flourishing where nothing else can live. Life clings to existence in the most unforgiving places, revealing a resilience that borders on the miraculous. In the Atacama Desert, the driest place on Earth, tiny cyanobacteria hide beneath translucent rocks, shielded from the sun's deadly rays, eking out a living where rain may not fall for decades. In the frozen tundra, lichens and mosses creep across bare stone, their slow growth a quiet defiance of the cold. Where others see only desolation, nature sees opportunity. A volcanic island, born in fire and ash, is quickly colonized by pioneering lichens and mosses, the vanguard of life. These hardy survivors break down rock, create soil, and pave the way for grasses, shrubs, and eventually forests, a slow-motion miracle of renewal. The creatures of these extremes are living proof that the will to survive is one of the universe's most powerful forces. Their adaptations, bioluminescence, anti-freeze proteins, water conservation, and more, are testaments to the boundless creativity of evolution. Each is a masterpiece honed by the demands of its environment, a living answer to the question, how far can life go? Journey deeper into these wild frontiers where the wildlife warriors of Earth's harshest realms reveal astonishing strategies and adaptations. Here life does not simply endure, it thrives, transforming the most inhospitable places into vibrant worlds, each a testament to the unbreakable will of life itself. The world's deserts are realms of raw, relentless power, where the sun blazes with unyielding ferocity, and the land stretches endlessly, shimmering beneath a merciless sky. Here the air itself seems to vibrate with heat, and the silence is broken only by the whisper of wind over endless dunes. The sand, scorched by the relentless sun, can reach temperatures soaring above 70 degrees Celsius, hot enough to sear the delicate feet of any creature daring to cross its surface. Each grain radiates heat, creating a shimmering mirage that blurs the horizon. Water is a rare and precious treasure, often hidden deep beneath the cracked, sun-baked earth, or appearing only as fleeting droplets after a rare, life-giving rain. The ground, fractured and dry, guards its moisture jealously, and only the most resourceful can find it. For most, this means certain death, but some creatures have become true masters of survival, evolving extraordinary ways to endure the desert's extremes. Their footprints trace stories of resilience across the burning sands. Many desert dwellers, such as the elusive Fennec Fox and the nimble jerboa, are creatures of the night. As the sun sinks and the air cools, they emerge from their hidden refuges, using the gentle darkness to hunt, forage, and avoid the punishing heat of day. Their bodies are marvels of adaptation. The Fennec Fox, with its oversized ears, dissipates heat through a network of blood vessels, turning each ear into a natural radiator. The jerboa's long hind legs allow it to leap across the burning sand, minimizing contact and escaping danger with astonishing agility. Specialized kidneys enable these animals to extract every precious drop of moisture from their food, producing highly concentrated urine and minimizing water loss. Some, like the kangaroo rat, can survive their entire lives without ever drinking liquid water, relying solely on the moisture in seeds and plants. Many burrow deep beneath the sand, carving cool, humid tunnels that shield them from the searing daytime heat. In these underground sanctuaries, temperatures remain stable, and the air is thick with the scent of earth. Only when darkness falls do they surface, the desert transformed into a world of shadows and opportunity. These remarkable adaptations are the result of countless generations of natural selection. Over millennia, each trait, whether it be a water-storing hump, a sand-colored hide, or a heat-reflecting scale, has been honed to perfection, refining the art of survival in this unforgiving environment. The desert is far from barren. It is alive with a unique drama. Sidewinder snakes glide effortlessly across the sand, their bodies leaving intricate patterns. Beetles climb the crests of dunes at dawn, collecting dew on their backs to drink. Lizards perform a delicate dance, lifting their feet in quick succession to avoid burning their skin. Every animal is perfectly synchronized with its environment. The kangaroo rat leaps in great arcs to evade silent predators. The horned viper lies motionless, its scales blending seamlessly with the sand, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Each movement, each behavior, is a testament to the intricate balance of life in the desert, With keen senses, efficient bodies, and ingenious behaviors, these creatures overcome obstacles that would defeat the unprepared. Some store fat in their tails or humps, drawing on these reserves during lean times. Others have eyelids that shield their eyes from blowing sand, or scales that reflect the sun's rays. Their existence is a lesson in adaptation and triumph over adversity, a living testament to the power of nature's ingenuity. In the world's most extreme landscapes, life not only endures but flourishes, shaped by the endless challenge of survival. In the vast, shimmering expanse of the Sahara Desert, the Fennec Fox, Vulpe zerda, reigns as a master of survival. Its most striking feature, those enormous, highly vascularized ears, are not just for show. These oversized pinnae grant the Fennec Fox an extraordinary sense of hearing, allowing it to detect the faintest rustle of insects and the subtle movements of small vertebrates beneath the sand. But these ears serve another vital purpose. They act as natural radiators, dispersing excess body heat and helping the fox maintain a stable internal temperature. In a world where water is precious and the sun is relentless, this adaptation is nothing short of essential. The Fennec Fox's feet are marvels of desert engineering. Thick fur covers its metapodial pads, insulating them from the scorching sand and allowing the fox to move effortlessly across the dunes, even at the height of day. When the desert heat becomes unbearable, the fennec retreats to its cool, self-dug burrow, an underground sanctuary that shields it from both the sun's intensity and lurking predators. These burrows, sometimes stretching several meters deep, maintain a stable, cool climate, providing a safe haven during the hottest hours. As dusk falls and temperatures drop, the fennec emerges, its keen senses primed for a night of hunting. By being crepuscular and nocturnal, it avoids the worst of the heat and takes advantage of increased prey activity, conserving precious water and energy. Despite weighing less than 1.5 kilograms, the Fennec Fox is a symbol of desert resilience. Its pale, dense fur reflects sunlight by day and insulates against the chill by night. Every aspect of its anatomy and behavior, from its cryptic coloration to its social interactions, is finely tuned for survival in one of the harshest environments on Earth. The Fennec Fox is not just a survivor, it is a specialist, perfectly adapted to thrive where few others can. Far away, in the arid heart of Australia, another desert marvel emerges, the Thorny devil, Moloch horridus. This small, spiny lizard is a true hydrodynamic engineer. Its body is covered in a maze of conical spines and intricate skin grooves, each one designed to capture and channel precious water. When dew or rain touches the thorny devil's skin, the moisture is drawn along these grooves by capillary action, converging at the lizard's mouth. This ingenious adaptation allows the thorny devil to drink from the very air and sand, making the most of every drop in a land where water is a rare treasure. The thorny devil's survival hinges on its ability to extract water from the environment. It can draw moisture from any part of its body, channeling it through the interconnected grooves straight to its mouth. This means the lizard doesn't need to find standing water, an almost impossible task in its dry habitat. With a swift flick of its tongue, it consumes the gathered droplets, ensuring it stays hydrated even in the most parched conditions. But water collection is only part of the thorny devil's arsenal. Its formidable spines deter would-be predators, while its mottled sandy coloration provides perfect camouflage among the ochre dunes and sparse vegetation. The skin's hydrophilic properties, combined with behaviors like basking in the sun or adjusting its posture, help the thorny devil regulate its body temperature and maximize its survival in the unforgiving outback. Though they live worlds apart, the Fennec Fox and the thorny devil are united by their extraordinary adaptations. Each has evolved a unique set of tools, physical, physiological, and behavioral, that allow them to conquer the challenges of their respective deserts. Their lives are a daily testament to the power of specialization and the relentless drive to survive. In the desert, survival is not just about endurance, it's about innovation. The Fennec Fox's sensitive ears and the Thorny Devil's water-harvesting skin are masterpieces of natural engineering, turning the harshest environments into places where life not only persists but flourishes. In these relentless deserts, life abounds through adaptation and ingenuity. From the Fennec Fox's heat-dispersing ears to the Thorny Devil's water-collecting skin, every creature is a marvel of evolution, each one a living story of survival against the odds. In the relentless heat of the world's deserts, survival demands more than endurance. It requires ingenious adaptations that transform bodies, behaviors, and even entire forms into living fortresses, shielding against the sun's merciless assault. The desert tortoise is a master of patience, spending up to 95% of its life in deep climate-controlled burrows. These underground sanctuaries are shared by a host of creatures, meerkats, fennec foxes, and even insects, each finding refuge from the extremes of heat and cold. Above ground, plants like the cactus create their own fortresses, with shallow, widespread roots that quickly soak up fleeting rain before it evaporates. When rare rain falls, the tortoise drinks deeply, storing water in its oversized bladder to survive for a year or more without another drink. Kangaroo rats, on the other hand, rarely drink at all, extracting moisture from seeds and producing highly concentrated urine to conserve every drop. Cacti too become living reservoirs, swelling with water that will sustain them through months of drought. Physical adaptations are key. The tortoise's domed shell reduces water loss and offers protection, while the fennec fox's oversized ears act as natural radiators, releasing excess body heat. Cacti wear a thick, waxy skin to lock in moisture, and their spines cast tiny shadows, cooling the surface and deterring thirsty animals. The creosote bush, with its tiny, wax-coated leaves, closes up during the hottest hours, minimizing water loss. Behavioral strategies are just as vital. Many desert dwellers, like the tortoise and horned lizard, move slowly and limit activity to cooler hours, conserving energy and avoiding the midday sun. Even plants adapt their rhythms. Cactus flowers bloom at night, attracting nocturnal pollinators when the air is cool and moisture loss is minimal. Sometimes survival means waiting out the extremes, retreating underground, becoming nocturnal, or relying on remarkable self-sufficiency. Plants and animals alike have evolved fortresses of flesh, fur, shell, and stem, each uniquely crafted to withstand the sun's relentless siege. In the desert, every adaptation is a testament to the ingenuity of life, building strongholds against the heat. In the farthest reaches of the planet, where the sun barely rises for months and the wind howls across endless white, life is a daily battle against the cold. Here, in the polar regions and atop the world's highest mountains, only the most extraordinary creatures endure. The challenge is not heat, but a relentless, bone-chilling cold in a world where food is scarce. Every animal here is a marvel of adaptation, each with its own ingenious strategy for survival. The polar bear, ruler of the Arctic, wears a coat of dense fur and a thick layer of blubber, a living fortress against the icy winds. The snow owl's feathers are so dense they trap warmth close to the body, while the seal's blubber lets it slip beneath the ice, safe from the cold above. High in the mountains, the snow leopard's long, bushy tail acts as a scarf, wrapping around its face to shield it from biting winds. Emperor penguins, the sentinels of Antarctica, endure the world's harshest winter by huddling in vast, shifting groups. Each bird takes a turn in the warm center, then rotates to the frigid edge, a living shield against the cold. Their chicks, tiny and fragile, balance on their parents' feet, protected by a fold of skin that keeps them safe from the deadly chill. The Arctic fox, small but fierce, is a master of winter camouflage. Its compact body and thick fur conserve heat, while its coat turns pure white in winter, vanishing into the snow. When the wind howls, it digs deep into the drifts, curling up in a den where the snow itself becomes a blanket. Some birds, like the ptarmigan, have learned to burrow into snowdrifts at night. The snow, though cold, insulates them from the even colder air, preserving precious body heat through the long, dark hours. For some, survival means movement. Caribou form vast herds, trekking hundreds of miles across frozen tundra, following ancient paths to find the faintest promise of food. Snow geese take to the skies, flying in perfect V formation for thousands of miles, escaping the grip of the coldest months. Hunting in these extremes is a test of patience and skill. The polar bear waits motionless by breathing holes, sensing the faintest movement beneath the ice. The snow leopard, ghost of the mountains, stalks mountain goats across sheer, icy cliffs, its every step a silent calculation. Every meal is a victory. Arctic hares dig through hard-packed snow to find frozen twigs, while predators must use every ounce of cunning and strength to secure a meal in a world where hunger is a constant companion. These creatures are living furnaces, their bodies engineered for survival. Their circulatory systems minimize heat loss, their behaviors are fine-tuned for energy conservation, and their instincts are honed by generations of hardship. Even the smallest survivors, like the pika, work tirelessly through the brief summer, gathering food to last the long winter. Others emerge from snow burrows only when the cold finally loosens its grip, seizing every opportunity to feed and grow. In the coldest, most unforgiving places on Earth, life not only survives, it flourishes. These animals are not just survivors, they are the perfectly adapted rulers of their frozen worlds, each with a story of endurance, ingenuity, and triumph written in the snow. The Arctic fox is a true phantom of the tundra, perfectly adapted to survive in one of the planet's most unforgiving environments. Its dense white winter coat is more than just insulation against the biting cold. It's a masterful camouflage, allowing the fox to disappear into the endless snowfields. This adaptation is vital, helping the fox evade predators and sneak up on prey during the relentless Arctic winter, when temperatures can plunge to -50 degrees Celsius and food is scarce. As the seasons shift and the snow recedes, the Arctic fox undergoes a dramatic transformation. Its coat changes to a brownish grey, blending seamlessly with the rocky tundra and sparse summer vegetation. This seasonal camouflage is essential for survival, allowing the fox to remain hidden from both predators and prey as it forages for lemmings, birds, and carrion in a landscape that is constantly in flux. Every aspect of the Arctic fox's body is engineered for survival in the cold. Its compact shape, short muzzle, and small, rounded ears minimize heat loss. Thick fur covers even the pads of its feet, acting as natural snow boots for silent, insulated movement across frozen ground. The fox's metabolism slows in winter, conserving precious energy when food is hardest to find. Far above the tree line, the snow leopard prowls the icy peaks of Central Asia. Its smoky grey coat, patterned with rosettes, is a perfect disguise among the rocks and snow. The snow leopard's enormous, fur-lined paws spread its weight, acting like snowshoes to prevent sinking into deep drifts. With powerful limbs and a flexible spine, it can leap up to 15 meters, navigating sheer cliffs and treacherous slopes in pursuit of prey. The snow leopard's long, thick tail is a vital tool for survival. It provides balance on narrow ledges, and when the cat rests, it wraps the tail around its body and face, shielding itself from the piercing mountain winds and sub-zero temperatures. This adaptation is crucial for enduring the harsh, exposed environment of the high mountains. Both the Arctic fox and the snow leopard are masterpieces of evolution, each feature sculpted by the demands of their extreme habitats. The fox's seasonal camouflage and energy-saving physiology, the Leopard stealth, strength and acute senses. Every trait is a response to the relentless challenges of cold, isolation and scarcity. These animals are not only survivors, they are specialists in stealth and endurance. The Arctic fox can travel for miles across the tundra in search of food, while the snow leopard silently stalks blue sheep and ibex across vertical cliffs, relying on patience and agility honed by generations of survival in the wild. Their unique adaptations, fur that changes with the seasons, bodies built for conserving heat, and senses sharpened for hunting, are living proof of nature's ingenuity. In the most remote and inhospitable corners of the world, life not only persists but flourishes. In the face of blizzards, hunger and solitude, the Arctic fox and snow leopard endure. Their resilience is legendary, a testament to the power of adaptation in the struggle for survival. These elusive hunters are the spirit of the wild, untamed lands they call home. Their existence is a reminder of the extraordinary diversity and adaptability of life, thriving against all odds in the world's harshest climates. In the frozen heart of Antarctica, emperor penguins gather in vast colonies, braving the world's most brutal winter. Each bird is a single note in a grand composition, pressed together in a living shield against the relentless cold. The males cradle precious eggs on their feet, while the huddle rotates, ensuring every penguin shares warmth and hardship. This is survival by unity, an ancient dance of endurance where the fate of one is bound to the many. Yet the symphony of survival resounds far beyond the ice. In the vibrant coral reefs, clownfish weave among the stinging arms of sea anemones, immune to their venom. The clownfish find sanctuary while the anemone is guarded and cleaned. Their partnership is a duet, each species adapting to the other's needs, their destinies forever entwined. On the sun-baked savannas, oxpecker birds ride atop rhinos and buffalo, plucking parasites from thick hides. The birds feast. The giants are relieved of torment, a living alliance forged by necessity and refined by time. Nearby, ants swarm the branches of acacia trees, defending their leafy fortress from hungry herbivores. In return, the tree offers shelter and sweet nectar, a pact of mutual benefit. Beneath the waves, tiny shrimp and cleaner wrasser tend to larger fish, removing parasites and dead skin at bustling reef cleaning stations. In the shadows, remora fish cling to sharks, feeding on scraps and gaining safe passage through the open ocean. Each relationship is a thread in the tapestry of life, woven with trust, adaptation and need. In the rainforest, armies of leafcutter ants march in endless lines, carrying leaves to cultivate underground fungus gardens, their sole food source. Mycorrhizal fungi connect the roots of towering trees, sharing water and nutrients, allowing the forest to thrive as one living organism. Across tundra and forest, wolves hunt in coordinated packs, their success dependent on teamwork and strategy. Caribou migrate in vast herds, their numbers a shield against predators. Bees flit from flower to flower, pollinating the world into bloom, while bats in the desert pollinate cacti under the cover of night, ensuring the next generation of life. These intricate relationships are the heartbeat of the wild. Every creature, from the mightiest predator to the tiniest fungus, is bound in a web of interdependence. Adaptation is their instrument, cooperation their melody. The devotion of the emperor penguin echoes in every corner of the natural world. Each act of partnership, every alliance, is a note in nature's epic symphony, a testament to the power of connection. In the most extreme environments, survival is never solitary. It is a chorus of adaptation, a lesson in resilience, and a celebration of life's enduring unity, where every species, great and small, plays its part in the eternal music of survival. Far below the sunlit world, where the ocean's crushing weight presses down and the earth's bones open into endless caverns, a realm of eternal night stretches on. Here, darkness is absolute. no dawn, no dusk, only the silent, inky black. In these hidden places, life is shaped by the absence of light and the presence of extremes, volcanic heat, icy currents, and the relentless pressure of water and stone. In the abyssal plains, the anglerfish drifts, its bioluminescent lure a beacon in the void. This living lantern draws prey close where jaws snap shut in a flash. In the silent pools of caves, fish and salamanders glide, their eyes lost to evolution. Instead, they read the world through vibrations, scent, and the gentle brush of water, masters of a world where sight is useless. Near volcanic vents, the Pompeii worm weaves through scalding currents, its body shielded by a living coat of bacteria. This partnership allows it to thrive where temperatures would destroy most life. In the labyrinthine caves, insects and beetles grow impossibly long antennae and legs, feeling their way through the black, mapping the world with every step and touch. The yeti crab, a pale phantom of the deep, tends gardens of bacteria on its hairy claws, harvesting nourishment from the chemical-rich waters. In the caves, shrimp and isopods scavenge for drifting fragments of organic matter. Leaves, wood, the faintest traces of life from above, turning scarcity into survival. In these endless nights, every creature is an innovator. Deep-sea dwellers pulse with ghostly light, signaling, hunting, or hiding in the gloom. Cave spiders spin invisible webs, waiting for the faint tremor of passing prey. Bats, though rare, cling to ceilings, their world mapped by echoes. Their lives a dance in the dark. The darkness is alive with forms both strange and beautiful. Deep-sea creatures drift and dart, their bodies sculpted by pressure and shadow. In underground pools, blind fish and crustaceans gather, each one a testament to the power of adaptation. Every adaptation tells a story. Glowing lures that pierce the black, antennae that read the air, skin so thin it reveals the pulse of life within. These are the tools of survival, honed by generations in the dark. Even plants and fungi have found ways to thrive. In caves, glowing fungi cast a ghostly light, feeding on minerals and the faintest traces of organic matter. In the deep sea, chemosynthetic bacteria form the base of entire ecosystems, turning volcanic chemicals into life. In this world without sun, survival is a masterpiece of innovation. Every creature, every plant, every fungus is a survivor, proof that even in the deepest darkness, life's story continues, mysterious and unbroken. In the farthest reaches of the world, where the sun scorches the sand and the ice bites the air, life endures. The wildlife warriors of these extremes are living testaments to the boundless creativity of nature. Each creature, shaped by countless generations, carries the wisdom of survival etched into every sinew and instinct. Against relentless odds, they have found ways to thrive where others would falter, their very existence a celebration of resilience. The Fennec Fox listens to the desert's secrets with ears that cool and protect. Emperor penguins huddle together, forging warmth from unity in the heart of the Antarctic cold. Snow leopards move like shadows across frozen cliffs, while camels press onward, step by patient step, through seas of sand. Each adaptation is a story of triumph, a lesson in perseverance written in fur, feather, and bone. In every corner of the wild, life weaves a tapestry of connection. The smallest insect, the swiftest bird, the mightiest beast, each is a vital thread in the fabric of survival. They share water when it is scarce, find shelter in the fiercest storms, and carve out moments of peace in the harshest lands. Their lives are bound together, each action echoing through the web of existence, yet the world shifts beneath their feet. Ice that once stood eternal now melts away. Deserts stretch wider, their heat more intense. Storms arrive with a fury unknown to generations past. The balance that sustained life for millennia is tested as never before, and the ancient rhythms of survival are thrown into turmoil. The strategies that once ensured survival now falter. Waterholes vanish, ice retreats, and food grows scarce. Nests and dens, once safe havens, stand empty. The wisdom of ages is challenged by a world changing faster than memory can hold. Still, the spirit of resilience endures. In the face of adversity, animals band together, nurturing their young with fierce devotion, seeking out the last safe places and adapting anew. Every breath, every step, every heartbeat is a testament to the will to survive. On the edge of cliffs, at the border of melting ice, beneath the shrinking shade of ancient forests, these remarkable beings stand as guardians of their worlds. Their watchful eyes hold the memory of what was and the hope of what could be. The fate of all life is woven together. The resilience of these creatures is the heartbeat of the wild, the promise that life can endure even the harshest trials. Let their courage and determination echo across the world, a plea for the future, a call to cherish the wonders that still remain, for in their survival lies the hope of every living thing. Deep beneath a thick emerald canopy, where sunlight filters through in shimmering fragments, a hidden world flourishes. Here shadows reign, and every inch teems with vibrant, relentless life. Welcome to the rainforest, Earth's emerald maze, where survival is a breathtaking ballet of adaptation, instinct, and ingenuity. The air here thrums with the energy of countless creatures, each playing a part in the intricate web of life. Poison dart frogs, cloaked in dazzling electric hues, boldly advertise their potent toxins, a vivid warning to any would-be predator. Among twisting vines, the glass-winged butterfly drifts silently, its transparent wings making it nearly invisible to sharp-eyed hunters. Predators here must be clever and patient, blending into the living tapestry. The jaguar, a spotted phantom, glides through the undergrowth with silent power, its jaws strong enough to pierce even the toughest turtle shells. Both hunter and guardian, the jaguar helps maintain the delicate balance of this lush domain. High above, the harpy eagle, regal and fierce, watches from lofty branches, its talons poised to seize monkeys or sloths from the leafy corridors below. Every creature here faces its own daily trials, each moment a test of survival. Leaf-cutter ants, the rainforest's tireless gardeners, march in endless lines, carrying emerald banners to nourish their underground fungus farms. Their legendary teamwork is tested by parasitic flies and rival colonies, always lurking, always ready to strike. Camouflage and mimicry are vital in this crowded, competitive world. The mossy leaf-tailed gecko vanishes against bark and lichen, a master of disguise, evading both predator and prey. Orchids, with their enchanting shapes and scents, trick pollinators into ensuring their survival amid fierce competition for sunlight and space. Water drips from tangled roots, every inch fiercely contested by plants and animals alike. Torrential rains can flood burrows and sweep away nests, demanding constant adaptation from all who dwell here. Yet through the chaos, the rainforest pulses with harmony, a living symphony of calls, colours and movement. In this living labyrinth, only the most adaptable plant or animal can endure. Every day brings new challenges. Every creature is both hunter and hunted, innovator and survivor. The true masters of the Emerald Maze are not just survivors, they are living marvels shaped by competition, collaboration, and the endless quest for a foothold in the green shadows. Far beneath the sunlit waves, where the ocean plunges into endless night, lies a world untouched by warmth or light, a realm of secrets and shadows ruled by the guardians of the abyssal deep. Here the darkness is absolute, and the pressure is so immense it would crush steel and bone alike. Only the most extraordinary beings endure. In this alien world, life has taken on forms both wondrous and strange, creatures that seem born from dreams or perhaps from nightmares. The abyss is alive with bioluminescence. Here, light is conjured from within, an ancient magic wielded by the denizens of darkness. The anglerfish, a shadowy hunter, dangles its glowing lure in the void, a beacon for the unwary. Its jaws snap shut in an instant, claiming those drawn to its ghostly promise. The comb jelly drifts like a phantom, its body pulsing with shifting blues and greens, a living lantern adrift in the black. Cloaked in velvet crimson, the vampire squid glides in silence, its arms tipped with glowing orbs, watchful, patient, and ever alert. When danger stirs, it vanishes in a swirl of luminous ink, leaving only confusion in its wake, a master of escape in a world of hunters. The gulper eel, with a mouth that opens impossibly wide, waits in the gloom. It is a patient predator, ready to engulf prey many times its size, for in the abyss every meal is a rare treasure. Bodies here are soft, boneless and gelatinous, adaptations forged by relentless pressure. These guardians bend, never break, shaped by the crushing embrace of the deep. The snailfish, delicate and ghostly, reigns in the deepest trenches. Its fragile form would dissolve in the gentler world above, yet here it is perfectly at home. Within its cells, special proteins shield it from collapse, allowing it to thrive where the weight of the world is greatest. In this silent kingdom, communication is a dance of light and shadow, a secret language written in flashes and glows. The hatchetfish erases its own shadow, glowing from below to vanish from the gaze of lurking predators, a master of disguise in the endless night. The siphonophore, a living tapestry of many beings joined as one, drifts through the black, its glowing tendrils weaving invisible snares for the unwary. In the abyss, food is a rare gift. Every morsel is seized, every scrap devoured, for survival is a constant struggle. When a whale falls, its body becomes a beacon in the darkness, an oasis that draws life from every shadow. Hagfish and isopods descend in a silent frenzy, feasting for years on the bounty, their hunger never sated. Every creature here is a marvel of adaptation, shaped by darkness, pressure and scarcity into forms that defy imagination. Each flicker of light, each silhouette, is a message, a warning, a lure, a declaration of survival in the void. The abyssal realm is a stage of endless drama, where predator and prey move in silence, guided by instinct and the faintest glimmer. These are the guardians of the abyssal realm, creatures of mystery and resilience, evolving in darkness, thriving under pressure, and illuminating the unknown with every pulse of living light. Beneath the restless crust of our planet, a hidden world pulses with life, where molten fire and icy water collide in a dance of creation and destruction. Here at the edge of the abyss, survival is a story written in extremes, where the very elements wage war and only the most extraordinary endure. Welcome to the realm of volcano and vent survivors, a kingdom forged in searing heat, heavy metals and perpetual darkness, where every heartbeat is a triumph against the odds. Far from the sun's reach, the ocean floor splits open and hydrothermal vents erupt with superheated water, thick with minerals and toxic chemicals. Temperatures here soar above 400 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead, and yet this inferno is alive. Around these volcanic chimneys, life explodes in a riot of color and form, creatures that defy imagination, thriving where life should perish. The giant tube worm rises like a crimson banner, standing meters tall in the darkness, a silent sentinel in the deep. It has no mouth, no gut, no eyes. No need for the senses of the surface world. Instead, it harbors a legion of symbiotic bacteria within its body, transforming poisonous hydrogen sulfide into nourishing energy, a miracle of chemosynthesis, the alchemy of the abyss. In this sunless world, these bacteria are the architects of life, building a food web as rich and intricate as any coral reef, but born of darkness and fire. The vent crab, ghostly white, scuttles across the scalding rocks, its shell gleaming in the faint mineral glow, a phantom in the deep. It feasts on bacteria and drifting detritus, its pincers sculpted by evolution to withstand crushing pressure and the sting of corrosive chemicals. The Pompeii worm, named for a city lost to fire, weaves its silken tube along the vent walls, where temperatures swing from freezing to boiling in a single breath. Its back bristles with colonies of heat-loving bacteria, a living shield that guards it from the inferno, a partnership as old as the vents themselves. No other animal can endure such extremes. These worms survive where others would be cooked alive in seconds. Elsewhere, the scaly foot snail dons a suit of armor, its shell forged from iron sulfide, mined from the vent's mineral bounty, a knight in the kingdom of shadows. Its iron-plated shell is tougher than any other in the animal kingdom, a shield against predators and the relentless, hostile world it calls home. Even above the waves, in boiling acid pools and steaming fumaroles, life clings to existence. Plants and mosses etch out a living on the razor's edge of survival. The volcano rabbit, found only on the slopes of Mexican volcanoes, darts through ash and scrub, its thick fur and burrowing ways shielding it from heat and lurking predators. In this world of perpetual upheaval, resilience is the law, each creature a living testament to adaptation and endurance. Every animal and plant here is a marvel of nature's ingenuity, evolving not just to survive but to flourish in the crucible of fire and darkness. From the blazing vents of the ocean floor to the smouldering slopes above, these beings are the ultimate survivors, born of fire, sculpted by pressure, and forever adapting to a world in flux. Here, in the shadow of volcanoes and the heart of the earth, life burns brightest where the world is darkest, a testament to the wild, unyielding spirit of nature itself. Above the mountains, beyond the reach of trees and over oceans that stretch to the horizon, a vast and untamed kingdom reigns supreme, one ruled not by claws or fangs, but by wings, wind, and the boundless sky. Here, the lords of the air carve their destinies in the thin blue expanse, where survival is a test of endurance, ingenuity, and adaptation. In this aerial domain the air is thin, the winds relentless, and the challenges unending. Birds and flying creatures have evolved extraordinary abilities, mastering the art of thriving where few dare to venture. Their wings are not just tools for flight, but instruments of survival, sculpted by millennia of evolution to conquer the most extreme conditions the sky can offer. High above the Himalayas, the bar-headed goose embarks on a journey that defies belief. These avian adventurers ascend to altitudes where the air is razor-thin, and the cold bites with every gust. Their migration is a feat of biological engineering, a testament to the power of adaptation. Each year these resilient birds cross the world's tallest mountains, soaring at heights where the air holds barely half the oxygen found at sea level. Their hearts beat faster, their lungs draw in every wisp of air, and their blood is rich with the capacity to capture and deliver oxygen to every muscle. With every beat of their powerful wings, they push through fierce winds and sub-zero temperatures. Their bodies are marvels of endurance, perfectly engineered to extract every precious molecule of oxygen, to keep moving when most life would falter. As they glide in V-shaped formations, their teamwork becomes a lifeline. Each bird takes a turn at the front, breaking the wind for those behind, conserving vital energy. This instinctual choreography transforms peril into possibility, allowing the flock to cross the roof of the world. Not far below, the alpine chow dances on mountain thermals, twisting and diving with uncanny agility. In this high-altitude ballet, every movement is calculated, every dive a display of mastery over the invisible currents that shape the sky. Its jet-black feathers absorb the sun's warmth, a vital adaptation in a world of ice and wind. Its curved beak pries insects from rocky crevices dusted with snow, turning the harshest landscapes into a banquet for the resourceful. These birds nest at dizzying heights, raising their young where the world falls away in cliffs and clouds. Here the sky is both cradle and fortress, protecting the next generation from predators and the chaos below. Every meal is a triumph, every flight a test of balance between gravity and grace. The lords of the sky must seize their sustenance in mid-air, their reflexes honed to perfection by the demands of their environment. Across continents and oceans, the Arctic tern claims the title of ultimate voyager. This small, unassuming bird is a champion of endurance, its life a never-ending journey between the poles. With wings slender and strong, the Arctic tern migrates from the Arctic Circle to the Antarctic and back each year, a staggering round trip of over 40,000 miles. It chases the sun, living in perpetual daylight, a master of the endless summer. It rides the wind across stormy seas, skimming over icebergs and tropical waters alike. No storm, no distance, no hardship can halt its relentless quest for survival. Guided by instincts honed over millennia, the tern reads the invisible map of the sky. The angle of the sun, the pull of the magnetic field, the subtle scent of distant land. Its navigation is a symphony of senses, a marvel of natural engineering. Every journey is a gamble with exhaustion and weather, yet the Arctic tern returns year after year, a master of migration, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the sky's rulers. In the thin, dry air above the Andes, the Andean condor reigns as a true monarch of the mountain skies. Its presence is both regal and formidable, a silhouette against the endless blue. With wings spanning 10 feet, the condor rides the updrafts, barely flapping as it surveys the valleys below for the faintest trace of food. Its mastery of flight is effortless, a dance with the wind that allows it to travel vast distances with minimal effort. Its keen eyes pierce the landscape, spotting life and death from miles away. The condor's endurance is legendary, allowing it to traverse hundreds of miles in a single day, conserving energy with every glide, a true master of the high-altitude domain. Even in the most hostile aerial environments, where storms rage and oxygen wanes, life has found a way to soar. The sky is a crucible, forging survivors of unmatched resilience. The common swift is perhaps the most tireless of all, spending nearly its entire life on the wing. It eats, sleeps, and even mates as it races through the open air, a creature of perpetual motion. It dodges lightning and rain, navigating by starlight and wind, its body built for speed and endurance. The swift's life is a blur of motion, a testament to the possibilities of flight. In this world above the world, survival is a ceaseless dance with the elements. Every gust, every current, every storm is a partner in the ballet of existence. Every feather, every heartbeat, every instinct is a tribute to the relentless drive to endure. The lords of the sky are sculpted by adversity, their bodies and minds tuned to the demands of the extreme. They are not just survivors, they are the embodiment of freedom and resilience, proving that even in the thinnest air and wildest winds, life will always find a way to rise. In the endless sky, the saga of survival is written in every soaring flight, every daring dive, and every triumphant return to the clouds. High above the forest floor, where sunlight filters in golden shafts through a cathedral of emerald leaves, lies a world few eyes ever glimpse. A kingdom woven among the branches where every inch teems with vibrant life. This is the rainforest canopy, a living tapestry suspended in the sky, home to more species than any other place on Earth. Here ancient trees stretch skyward, their limbs entwined to form a dense interlocking roof. In this elevated realm, life has evolved in spectacular ways. Adapting to the perpetual race for sunlight, the constant dance of predator and prey, and the ever-present challenge of finding food, water, and shelter in the heights. Among the leaves, the red-eyed tree frog clings to a slick branch, its vivid colors a warning to would-be predators. With sticky toe pads and unblinking gaze, it leaps from leaf to leaf, its body light as a whisper. Its skin absorbs moisture from the humid air, and its diet of insects is plucked from the air itself, a master of camouflage and agility. Nearby, a three-toed sloth hangs motionless, wrapped in a cloak of green algae that helps it blend perfectly with the mossy branches. Moving only when necessary, the sloth's slow-motion life is a strategy born of scarcity. By conserving energy and blending into the foliage, it becomes nearly invisible to sharp-eyed harpy eagles soaring above. Even its fur is home to entire ecosystems, moths, beetles, and fungi that thrive in this miniature jungle on the sloth's back. In the dappled shadows, the glass-winged butterfly flutters, its transparent wings shimmering like living crystal. This delicate marvel is nearly invisible to predators, a ghost drifting through shafts of sunlight. Its diet of nectar and rotting fruit is gathered with precision, its life cycle synchronized with the blooming of canopy flowers. The canopy is not only the realm of animals, plants here are equally ingenious. Epiphytic orchids and bromeliads anchor themselves to branches, their roots exposed to the air. They draw moisture from mist and rain, their leaves forming miniature pools that become nurseries for tadpoles, insects, and even tiny tree frogs. Lianas and vines spiral upward, their tendrils reaching for the light, while strangler figs wrap around host trees in a slow, relentless embrace, an ancient contest for dominance in the race to the sun. Monkeys, like the agile spider monkey, swing effortlessly from branch to branch using prehensile tails as a fifth limb. Their calls echo through the treetops, a chorus that marks territory and bonds families. Their nimble fingers pluck fruit, seeds, and leaves, each meal a testament to the abundance and diversity found only in the canopy. Every life in this aerial kingdom is interwoven, a web of relationships as complex as the branches that support them. Ants march in endless lines, farming fungi and protecting their host trees from invaders. Colourful toucans and parrots crack nuts with powerful beaks, dispersing seeds that will one day become giants of the forest. To survive here is to adapt, to specialize, to seize every fleeting opportunity. The rainforest canopy is a world of constant innovation, a living laboratory where evolution never rests. In this realm suspended between earth and sky, the struggle for existence has given rise to some of nature's most extraordinary survivors. Here, in the green cathedral above the forest floor, the saga of life is written in every leap, every flutter, every silent glide through the leaves. The Canopy Kingdom is a celebration of resilience, a testament to the power of adaptation and the boundless creativity of life itself. As the fiery sun sinks behind distant dunes, a profound transformation sweeps across the desert. What was a realm of searing heat and shimmering mirages by day becomes by night a world cloaked in shadow and silence, a sanctuary for those who thrive beneath the stars. Here in the deep desert, life awakens when darkness falls, revealing a hidden tapestry of survival that unfolds only in the cool embrace of night. Beneath the pale glow of the moon, the sand stirs with secret activity. The sidewinder rattlesnake glides across the dunes in a mesmerizing S-shaped dance, minimizing its contact with the still warm sand. Its specialized scales grip the loose grains, allowing it to move swiftly in search of prey, while its pale coloration blends perfectly with the moonlit landscape. With heat-sensing pits, it detects the faintest trace of a rodent's warmth beneath the surface, striking with silent precision before retreating into the safety of a burrow. Nearby, the Fennec Fox, desert's smallest canid, emerges from its cool den. Its oversized ears act as natural radiators, dissipating heat and amplifying the softest sounds of insects scuttling across the sand. Wide-eyed and alert, the fox navigates the darkness with effortless grace, its padded feet leaving only whispers of its passage. It hunts beetles, lizards, and even dates fallen from the sparse desert palms, relying on acute senses and boundless curiosity to make the most of each precious meal. In the stillness, the lesser Egyptian jerboa springs to life. With elongated hind legs and a tail tipped like a paintbrush, it bounds across the dunes in great, gravity-defying leaps. Each jump carries it far from predators, while its nocturnal habits shield it from the desert's punishing sun. The jerboa rarely drinks, drawing moisture from seeds and roots, an adaptation as remarkable as its acrobatics. Plants, too, have mastered the art of desert nightlife. The night-blooming cereus unfurls its waxy, fragrant flowers under the cover of darkness, attracting moths and bats with sweet nectar. By opening only at night, it conserves precious water and avoids the scorching sun, timing its brief display to the rhythms of the moon. The resurrection plant curls into a tight ball during the day, unfurling delicate fronds at night to absorb dew and trap fleeting moisture. Deep-rooted acacias close their tiny leaves at dusk, slowing water loss and preparing for the cool hours ahead. Scorpions, spectral under ultraviolet light, patrol the sands with raised pincers, hunting insects and small vertebrates. Their bodies glow an eerie blue-green, a mysterious adaptation whose secrets are still being unraveled by science. Even the humble desert beetle has evolved to harvest water from the night air, raising its back to catch droplets of condensation that trickle down to its waiting mouthparts. Every creature, every plant, is shaped by the relentless cycle of extremes, scorching days, freezing nights, and precious little water. To survive here is to move in harmony with the darkness, to make the most of every shadow, every whisper of cool wind. The deep desert night is a symphony of adaptation where life flourishes not in spite of adversity, but because of it. As dawn approaches and the first light paints the dunes in gold, the nocturnal world retreats, leaving behind only faint traces in the sand, a testament to the quiet brilliance of those who rule the desert's hidden hours. Far beneath the surface, where sunlight surrenders to stone, lies a world untouched by the rhythms of day and night. Here, in the labyrinthine darkness of caves, life has carved out a delicate existence, thriving in perpetual twilight and profound isolation. These hidden realms are shaped not by the warmth of the sun, but by the slow drip of mineral-rich water, the silent breath of ancient rock, and the patient march of time. In this Stygian world, vision fades into irrelevance. The blind cavefish, with its ghostly, pigmentless skin, glides through subterranean pools. Its eyes have vanished, replaced by an intricate web of sensory organs that detect the faintest vibrations in the water, guiding it safely through the pitch-black labyrinth. Nearby, pale cave salamanders drift with unhurried grace, their translucent bodies revealing a delicate tracery of veins and organs. Deprived of sight, they rely on heightened senses of touch and smell, navigating tunnels where every drop of moisture is precious. Along the damp cavern walls, colonies of troglodytic insects and spiders weave silent webs, their bodies elongated and fragile, perfectly adapted to the eternal gloom. These creatures, some found nowhere else on Earth, move with uncanny precision, hunting by touch and scent. Their lives are measured in slow, deliberate motions, conserving precious energy in a world where food arrives only as a rare gift, perhaps a drifting insect, or the faint rain of organic matter from above. Bats, the silent guardians of the cave's entrance, roost in endless darkness. Their wings brush the cool air as they emerge each night, but deep within, their guano nourishes a thriving ecosystem of beetles, fungi, and bacteria. This nutrient-rich layer sustains a chain of life that flourishes in the absence of sunlight. Fungi, pale and waxy, push up from the damp earth, breaking down decaying matter into nourishment for countless unseen organisms. Even plants have found a way to survive in these silent depths. The rare cave moss, clinging to the faintest trickle of light near an entrance, absorbs moisture from the humid air, spreading slow and green across the slick stone. Farther in, bioluminescent fungi cast a ghostly glow, their dim light luring tiny insects and illuminating the darkness with an ethereal shimmer. Every inhabitant of the cave is a master of adaptation, senses sharpened, bodies transformed, life cycles stretched to the slow pulse of the underground. In this world of silence and shadows, life persists against the odds, weaving a tapestry of resilience that echoes through the hollow chambers of the earth. The cave is a sanctuary for the extraordinary, the unseen, the unhurried, the unyielding, each organism a testament to the endless creativity of life in the absence of light. High above the clouds, where the air grows thin and the world narrows to jagged peaks and endless sky, lie the shimmering mirrors of high-altitude lakes. Here, at the edge of existence, life faces a relentless test. Bitter cold, searing ultraviolet light, scarce oxygen, and seasons that shift from icy slumber to brief, frenetic activity. Beneath the surface of these crystalline waters a hidden community endures. Hardy algae, painted in vivid greens and reds, drift in the sunlight-drenched shallows. Unlike their lowland cousins, these microscopic pioneers have developed powerful pigments and protective coatings, shielding themselves from the sun's fierce radiation and the chill that seeps through the water. Their photosynthesis is a delicate dance. Every photon is precious, every molecule of carbon dioxide a treasure in the rarefied air. Tiny crustaceans such as the resilient fairy shrimp glide with languid grace through the cold depths. Their bodies contain unique proteins that act as natural antifreeze, preventing their cells from freezing in the biting cold. When winter's grasp tightens and the lake's surface seals with ice, these creatures enter a state of suspended animation, waiting patiently for the brief summer thaw to awaken them once more. Among the rocky shallows, amphibians like the Lake Titicaca frog reveal astonishing adaptations. With loose, wrinkled skin that ripples in the current, they absorb precious oxygen directly from the water, a vital skill in these oxygen-starved heights. Their slow, deliberate movements conserve every calorie, while their eggs rest hidden among stones, shielded from sudden storms and the hungry mouths of aquatic insects. Higher still, where only the bravest plants dare to root, tufts of aquatic moss and delicate flowering herbs cling to submerged stones. Their roots anchor against the current, drawing sustenance from mineral-rich meltwater. Some, like the high-altitude buttercup, bloom for only a few days each year, their petals a fleeting burst of color against the stark landscape. But life here is a constant gamble. Sudden temperature drops can freeze the entire lake overnight. Solar radiation is unforgiving, and storms sweep down from the peaks without warning, churning the water and scattering fragile communities. Food is scarce, and every creature must adapt or perish. Yet in this place where the sky meets stone and water, life persists in forms both humble and extraordinary. Each organism is a marvel of survival, toughened by adversity, shaped by isolation, and bound together in a silent struggle for existence. The high-altitude lake is a world apart, a testament to the ingenuity and determination of life, flourishing on the very edge of the possible.